So for the first, we have Two of Swords over here. Two of Swords in reverse. So this is you. It might be you. Okay, so Two of Swords in the upright is about cutting out. After the moon, look at this, there's the moon, and this is a crescent moon. Crescent moon is usually like a knife, like a knife. You know how which cartoon character has got a curved knife? Is it like Sailor Moon or a male character or Ninja Turtle or whatever? Okay, whatever. So crescent moon is usually like not so good, okay, not so positive. So anyway, it could be you cutting out, because this is in reverse, energy is coming from you cutting out, or it will be you, because this is cutting out, no communication. Then if this is in reverse, then it would be you reconnecting, okay, because when you cut out and then when you reconnect again, it will be someone from the past. Is that so? So only two possibilities. First possibility will be you cutting out or you reconnecting. Okay, it will not be other people cutting you out. It will not be others cutting you out or others reconnecting with you. It will be you cutting people out or you taking the initiative to reconnect with people over here. Okay, you taking the initiative. And especially the Chariot over here, the next card is the Chariot in reverse. Sorry, let me come back to the general reading. I feel like adding on one more message. Looking at the major arcanas over here, in your general reading, we have only 2 major arcanas. I just want to add on this good message to you, which is not to get too concerned or overly concerned about the situation that you are in right now, because with only 2 major arcanas, it doesn't say much about your current situation. It is just part and parcel of life. All right, it is not a major event of your life, so it is just something like part and parcel of life. Okay, so so coming back to your love reading, we have the Chariot in reverse. So this Chariot in reverse is about everything stays stagnant. There are a couple of messages coming through immediately. So it could be even if you reconnect back with people from the past, status quo is like cold status. COLD, not QUO. When I say status quo, it means everything remains the same as in QUO. All right. But when I say it remains status quo as cold status, COLD, status is still cold. No progression, because this Chariot is in reverse. No progression. Okay. Or otherwise, I'm also feeling that even though you reconnect with people from the past, there's really nothing much you can offer, because this Chariot is in reverse. Okay, there's no proposal or no nothing for you to offer to push this relationship forward. Okay, nothing to offer. You're just reconnecting for the sake of reconnecting. And also the third message here is that when I say status quo earlier, sorry for the loose messages, but it just comes as it wants to. So when I say status quo, it can also mean that the both of you, whoever that you're connecting back with, will be back to like before, where the both of you have got great time, are having good time together in the past, and status quo will be you and the other person back to the same like before. Okay, 3 different messages for this Chariot in reverse. I will try to narrow it down to the one message that's coming through more strongly. Okay, the next card we have 5 of Swords in reverse. So this is coming out of disagreement, all right, coming out of conflicts. So 5 of Swords is about not coming together. It's like this person is guarding against these two, and these 2 person are not looking eye to eye. So it's like a lot of conflicts from the past in before time. Okay, and this is in reverse. Again, in reverse could be you coming out of conflict with them, with people, or you cannot be, doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's not talk about it. So it will be you coming out of conflict with definitely the same person over here, whoever whom you are reconnecting with. Okay, you coming out of conflict, we are actually seeing you, Sagittarius, for this first spread over here. If it's relevant to you, your current situation, we are actually seeing that. See, it slipped my mind again. It happens today when I read. Stumble so much. What do I want to say? Five of Swords is coming out of conflict, and sorry, Sagittarius. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember what I want to say. So it is looking like to me, Sagittarius, that not most of you, but those of you who resonate with this first spread, in this month of November, you will find yourself trying to be Mr. or Miss Nice over here, Mr. or Mrs. Nice over here. Nice as in NICE, trying to be nice, trying to be kind, be good, be cool, okay? Because you're trying to come out of conflict, obviously you have to be the one who will play the Mr. Nice or Miss Nice, Mrs. Nice role, okay? You will find yourself trying to please the other person. If you are the one, if you have the intention to reconcile or to reconnect back, you have got to be the one who seem more generous, like you will disregard the past, like take it or treat it like nothing happened before. Okay, so this is the first spread. What are the three messages that I just said about this Chariot? Okay, because this is a major arcana, so the three messages that I mentioned about this Chariot over here, the first is status quo. I remember I said status quo. Status quo first could be cold status, or it could be status back to like before, where the both of you were happy like before, or the second message in between was that you have nothing to offer. This is a major arcana out of the three cards, okay? And this is the card that means a lot more important in order for you to move and progress a relationship with this special someone whom you have in your heart, okay? So let me piece up the message for you. Okay, this two card, the Chariot, the Chariot came first. The Chariot is here. Status quo and status back like before, because you came out of conflict. This is what I want to say. So when you reconcile with someone, I'm seeing you back to status quo, like how the both of you were like before. This is the I would say this is the message that I have filtered out for you. Okay, for most of you, it will be status quo, back to the both of you, how the both of you were like in the past. Okay, in the past meaning having good times. Okay, so all right, so that's the first. Sorry, I want to add on more. You see, messages are just coming in really loose messages. The other message I want to tell you is that in order for you to move and progress this relationship, if it's not the first where the both of you are coming back to status quo, which is good, enjoying the good times, it will mean that you have to have some proposal on some suggestion on how to make this relationship better for the second time, for the second try. Okay, for the second try. If it's second or third, I do not know, but definitely for this reconciliation. What is a suggestion over here that we close the gap and move ourselves and progress to the future? You have to give a proposal or a suggestion, like what does our future hold? What does our future hold for the both of us? This is important for those of you who wants to progress, who wants to reconcile, and where reconciliation is related to progression forward, okay, into the future. The next spread, it is pretty interesting. Again, there are a couple of messages that's coming through for this second spread, all right? For the first message over here, Six of Pentacles in reverse. So this Six of Pentacles in reverse, it is you creating the impact onto others, all right, coming out from you. Shit, I really hate my hair. Okay, you in reverse coming from you. So it could be you being very giving or forgiving. You might find yourself in a you might find yourself forgiving the other person, all right, in your love life at the moment or in the past. Or at the moment you're forgiving someone from the past. Okay, so this is the first in reverse. So this is you forgiving, or otherwise it will be you okay, these are two very contrasting messages. So it is opposite to one another. It is either you will forgive someone, or you will be less giving. You will be less giving. You will not be giving in to your partner, giving in to whoever that you are dealing with, partner or not, I'm not sure. But definitely, if you're dealing with someone, you will not you will not be so giving, okay? And you will no longer work towards. You will no longer work on this relationship. You will no longer work on this relationship, or because this is Eight of Pentacles in the upright, it is someone who's working hard on it. But if it's reversed, then it will be you working hard on this. I'm getting 50-50. That's why the messages are really loose over here, because it's 50-50. It is like the extreme opposite of each other. But okay, let's try to sum up in a bit. So let's just go into each card over here. So either you will work on it, you will be the one working on this Eight of Pentacles, working on a relationship, or you will be the one who will stop working. Either or, okay? Let's form a storyline with that later on. And the Devil over here, I feel like this Devil is about you pulling out. Okay, so for the first, with these three cards, for the first storyline I'm getting is that I see you leaving a love situation, a love relationship. You pulling out from a relationship over here, Sagittarius. You are pulling out because when the Devil is in reverse, you obviously do not want to deal with whatever is devilish over here. Third party or whatever is devilish over here. You obviously don't want to be a part of this this whatever you call. All right. So you are pulling out. So with you not giving in, with you not working, no longer working on this relationship, and the Devil is in reverse, it is you wanting to pull out. Even though the Devil in reverse can mean something else, like the Devil is away for a moment, for a while, is not around, is not present, is not disturbing you anymore, or the Devil left, the Devil died in the context of disturbing your relationship, okay? But I feel the first, when I saw this card, is about you pulling out from your love relationship. Okay, so first message over here for this second spread is in this month of November, some of you, and this obviously is looking like maybe it could be the same. I mean, it could be related to the first spread. So some of you, for those of you who are reconciling, you might find yourself pulling out from a current relationship right now. Okay, from a current relationship. That's why you are going towards reconciling with the past. Okay, this is one storyline. Again, coming back to the second spread, other than pulling out from a relationship, I'm seeing that you will be kind. You will be kind to the person whom you are dealing with. You will be extremely nice to the person whom you are dealing with, because these cards are in reverse. All right, these cards are in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse could be coming from you. You are giving in. You're giving a lot, giving in, and in reverse, this is coming out from you. You are giving in and working. Eight of Pentacles is working on building on the foundation, building on something over here, and in reverse, this is coming from you. You are giving in. You're working a lot, working to build this relationship. Okay, and the Devil in reverse is the opposite meaning of the Devil, which is someone who's very kind, like Mr. Nice over here, just Mr. Nice over here, Mr. or Miss Nice over here. Okay, the Devil. So you'll find yourself really treating the other party, the other person, the person whom you're dealing with, separate from the first deck, or maybe the same as the first deck. Remember, we talk about the Chariot and the coming out of conflicts. I'm saying that you find yourself being in a position where you just have to be super nice to whoever that you like over here. Okay, so you will be extremely nice over here. So it is looking like we could be getting the same message for the two spreads. Okay, let me see what is the third message that I can get from the second spread over here. The third message that I'm getting over here is there might be three-party relationship, three-party in a current relationship situation where this three-party will ultimately, every one of you will go separate ways. The third party will ultimately leave, and you and your partner will also go on separate ways. Like finally, everyone fall out. Everyone fall out. It's like, for example, if you no longer want your partner, okay, and the third party is also no longer interested in fighting for this partner when you are no longer fighting for it. You know how some people, they just find the sense of fulfillment, or they just find contentment in disturbing someone else's relationship. This is it. Okay, three-party will just fall out because the devil left, the devil is in reverse, the devil left. Okay, and you stop giving, you stop working, and the devil also left. So three-person, all three of you all left. Like the whole thing just collapsed to, we call it ground zero, right? Ground zero, totally flattened out. Okay, so that's the three messages that I'm getting for this second spread. Let's see what is the third spread over here. The third spread over here is also very unique messages is coming to me for this third spread over here. We have Queen of Cups and the Empress. This looks like two very different persons. Doesn't matter about the gender, like Empress and the Queen, doesn't matter. It is gender agnostic. But we are definitely seeing two persons over here. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. Okay, Queen of Cups is in reverse and the Empress is in reverse. Okay, so there are two persons over here whom you are finding, whom you are getting over. Okay, this is you not getting over. This is like you being very disturbed, you losing yourself. I'm not saying just through the night, but probably you losing yourself on every other day most time because of this two person, not necessarily be third party situation, can be probably your spouse and maybe your daughter, like maybe your wife and your daughter, but doesn't look like it because this is a queen. This is someone who's also of a certain age group or maturity over here. Actually, it looks more like, maybe it looks more like third party or two person, contemplating between two person. If it's not a third party relationship, like you did not betray anyone's trust, you did not promise any new beginning or new relationship or love, or commit yourself to either one. So not exactly a third party relationship, but it is looking like this two person because one is a queen of cups and one is an empress. So both of them are quite mature, all right, quite mature over here. And for the girls, it could be you dealing with two very mature males, but these two males are looking like to me, because these two cards come out and turn out to be feminine energy over here. They might behave very like wishy-washy. They might behave how else does like feminine energy behave, like just wishy-washy and just totally like a woman. They just behave like a woman. Just like just like a woman over here. All right, you might be dealing with guys who are just wishy-washy and wasting your time. Okay, so you find yourself really coming out from these two. You will not go for either of them. You will not go for either of them. Actually, I'm seeing three person again, but not necessarily be third party relationship. I'm seeing three person because remember this nine of swords in reverse is also you. So actually this is pointing back to one of the same messages over here where these three person over here will ultimately collapse, will ultimately leave. Like all three of you just leave and go into separation over here. You leave this person and this person left you, I know, whatever. It's just complicated. Complicated.